Roger Haemmerli. Roger, thank you very much for taking your time and talking to us.
No problem.
When did you join Dog Eat Dog?
That was back in 2005.
And how did it happen, of course?
Yeah, how did it happen? Sean, their former guitar player, left the band during a tour, and they were in Europe during the spring tour, and we've become friends a couple of years ago as we were supporting them with my own band, Henchman. So we just stayed in contact and we got along really well. So yeah, surprisingly, I got a call from the doggies, from the management, and then like Brandon showed up at my home, and we had a talk. And within a couple of minutes, he was like, "Okay, what are you doing this summer?" I was like, "Well, I don't know. So, you want to step in and go on tour with us?" And it was like, "Well, I mean, I'd love to." And that's how it all started, you know. So, as I said, we got along really well, and that was in 2005. So that's already 10 years ago.
Oh, great. And you mentioned your former band, Henchman, or your still band, Henchman. In Henchman, you were frontman, lead singer, and guitar player. And now in Dog Eat Dog, you are the guitar player, more a sideman function, which you're taking on. How different is it, your position or job in Dog Eat Dog, compared to your frontman position with Henchman?
Yeah, it's a different role I take, but I have to say, both roles are the roles that I feel comfortable with.
Okay.
So it's a different role, but as a lead singer and frontman in Henchman, both singing and playing the guitar, this is something completely different. I have more responsibilities there. Mm-hmm. I'm more interactive with the crowd. Mm-hmm. On the other hand, when I'm playing with Dog Eat Dog, I'm the guitar player. I focus on playing guitar and be a part of the team, which is also cool because when you play live, it's all about teamwork. And we're a little bit bigger. We're a five-piece band, including sax player. So it's a different feeling. But as I said, like I like both roles. It's different, and I like both hats. Yeah.
If we talk about Henchman, you guys toured the US, if I'm correct, right?
Yeah.
How different is it touring the US, you know, this big country, coming from a small country like Switzerland? Yeah, how different is it?
Yeah, it's different in terms of having a little advantage, like the Swiss advantage, Switzerland advantage, when you get over there. But in the end, you just have to convince the audience. You know, there are more bars and clubs over there. At the same time, the competition is much higher.
Okay.
And but that's what we liked, and that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to see how we could fit in, how good or bad we were at that time. And it was one of the best experiences we've ever made, and it also led to to our first studio session in California. You know, without getting over or flying over and playing these promo shows, we would have not been in contact with or gotten in contact with Sylvia Master, with our producer. Yeah, so it was all in all great experience, and as I said, wherever you are on stage, you have to be authentic, you have to convince the audience, and then it's all good.
Sure. Before you went to the States, did you already have a record out there?
No. First time we were there was in 2003, mm-hmm. and all we had was 2 confirmed gigs.
Okay.
So we went over, we knew a few people there who helped us a lot, thanks to the Santa Cruz family. And yeah, that was it. And within 3 months, we played more and more shows. We got some attention, and we got even a small following, like real fans who followed us to the shows, and it was just great. So it fell all right into place, and I think that kind of style we were playing with Henchman was just something that fitted in those times. Yeah.
Sure. That was 2003,
Yeah.
you said. So basically the social media as we know it today, these fast and low cost or even free communication channels did not exist yet. Do you think today for a band coming from Switzerland or some other European country, it might be easier to actually go to the States, for instance, and book tours, you know, using the internet, using YouTube and so on? Do you think it would be easier today than back in those days?
I think the communication is faster, probably a little bit easier, but getting gigs, I would doubt that it's easier nowadays than it was before. Getting media attention or attention overall, definitely, but it's such a fast living business, and I mean it's a business, you know. So I mean, one day you're up there, you're the star. The other day nobody knows you anymore. So that was different back in the days, and at the same time, booking gigs. I mean, you can react faster, you can communicate faster through like email, of course, and Facebook and all this stuff, and you get more responses, immediate responses from the fans and from your environment. I think that's one of the positive things about Facebook and so on. But when it comes to booking shows, I don't think that it's easier because there's so many more bands. Every band has Facebook, Twitter, internet. So it's hard for the fans to choose what they want to see, you know. Sometimes you have like 5 gigs same day, so which gig or which band are you going to choose? Sure. So I don't think that it went easier, just different.
Yeah, okay. And how do you think young bands today can create a unique selling proposition? How can they differentiate themselves from their competition? You were mentioning competition. How did you try to do it when you went?
Well, that's what I'm still doing. Like personally, as an artist, I try to be authentic. I try to be what I am. I'm not trying to be someone I want to be, or someone people want me to be. I think that's first and foremost. That's the most important thing to me when I'm on stage, especially as a rock guitarist or rock singer. That's the most important thing, because people come and they want to see a show, of course. You know, they want you to perform, but unless you're wearing makeup and that stuff, which is a totally different thing, they just want to see you rock out, and that's what we did with Henchman too, and that's what we're always doing with Doggy Dog as well, and that's one of the reasons that we're still up and kicking everybody's ass in the audience, you know, because no matter where we are, no matter how many people are there, we come up on stage and then we switch and give 100% every day or every night.
We always have a bonus question, so I have a bonus question for you. Do albums compared to singles still matter today?
My personal opinion, I like the fact that you can do singles again, because to go on tour, you have to write some songs, of course, but why does it have to be an album? You know, that has been defined back in the days, and there was like the vinyl album. You could put like 10 or 12 tracks, depending on how long they were, on the records. That was it. CDs came out. You had a little bit more time, you know, to put on songs. And now there's like unlimited freedom. You can put out 2 songs, 3 songs. You can put out 24 songs. There's no physical limit anymore when we're talking about distribution through the internet. You know, that's one of the good things. And as I said, there's so many bands or albums that have 2 or 3 good songs, and the rest is just filler. And that's what I like about these days, that you can still, or again, put out singles and go on tour. So I don't think it's, I mean, record companies always say, oh yeah, it's bad because of the sales and blah blah, but as an artist, I don't see it as a disadvantage.
Okay. Great answer. Well, thank you very much.
No problem.
Roger, all the best.
Yeah, danke schön.